Hey everyone, Dave here at Charts of the Day, back at you. Today's Monday, August 4th, 2025. And so today I actually made four trades, three of which are still active. I have not sold on those trades. And those three of those four trades were made on Amazon and they were all buys. So I started out, made one buy at 213.15, a second buy at 212.60, and a third buy at 211.80. And so the averages for those three is I'm in at 212.50. And basically, I was averaging down, they call it averaging down buying. So, bought up here, came down, bought some more, then bought some more. And by averaging down, you're bringing down the total overall price you pay for the stock. So, and you can see today, Amazon they're struggling. I mean, look at all these huge sells here, 3, 4 big sells, popped up a little bit, meandered down, and some more huge selling toward the end of the day. So I think this stock may be consolidating or actually going down a bit. Nonetheless, I'm going to hold it at 212.50 and see if I can eke a couple dollars out of it over the next couple of days, a couple dollars a share, and see if I can make some money out of it. And so we'll just have to see. This is a sort of a repeat of Friday where it started out above VWAP and just came down. It came up and hit the tip of VWAP and then bounced back down. But really, there's just not a lot of strength here in the price. And again, a lot of big selling. We had the volume today was 77 million, and the average volume over 10 previous trading days was only 50 million, which is still a lot. So the volume was up today, but it was a lot of selling. We'll have to see if it pops back up tomorrow. It's a little concerning because the NASDAQ did pretty well today overall. So that's it for Amazon. We'll see how it goes. Most of the time, the averaging down buying works for me. I mean, I've had a couple times where I've been caught in a hornet's nest, but hopefully this will curve back up and give me a profit tomorrow or the following day. Now, the other trade that I made today was on Google, and let me pull that chart up. So I bought Google I bought it at, what was it? 190.27. So right at the end of pre-market, the last 10-minute candle, right here where I have my yellow dot, I bought at 190.27 and sold at 193.15, right in here on this third candle up. And I was getting a little concerned because, making $3 a share, I'm ecstatic with that. And I don't trade Google very much. Actually, I don't trade a lot of stocks besides Amazon very much. But I felt like I needed to maybe switch some gears today. So anyway, I sold it there, and it still went up to, 194.50. So it went up quite a bit more. And still, it went down, but then hit VWAP and bounced back up. So overall, it had a really good day. Let me take another look. Let me take another look at this stock one. Let's see. How about long and short? Yeah, so this stock, I mean, really, it had a nice pattern to it today, if you want to call it that. It had some nice trend lines. So let's take a look. Like here, you could say trend line up, and then here, trend line down, and here, a trend line up, and it kind of withered toward the end of the day. Popped up the last 10 minutes. Nice candle going up to, I think that might have been the high of the day, 195.21. So, I should have probably stuck with this one today because I actually bought this before I even looked at Amazon. Probably should have bought more of this. And in any case, it is what it is. But I made my money here today on Google, and we'll have to keep an eye on it tomorrow. I'm going to be looking at some other stocks besides Amazon. I feel like Amazon has lost some energy. And even though the volume was up today, it lost some price energy, it just seems to be, since earnings, it's just kind of on a downward, I wouldn't say spiral, but it's been slowly going down. And I'm hoping tomorrow or Wednesday, it'll definitely bottom out and start scooting back up because, it's at like, what is it at? Let me take a look here. I think when it closed, it was, no, that's not going to work. AMZN, there we go. Yeah, it closed today at 211.65. So it's a little disconcerting, to be honest with you, because this has sort of been a pattern since the earnings report. But my thing on Amazon again is it beat top and line on earnings. That's the thing. It beat top and line, top and bottom, I should say, and it had great retail numbers, fabulous retail numbers, and a lot of investors were a little upset with the amount that their data storage went up. Didn't go up as much as some of the other competitors, and that's just been driving it down. But I think there's mammoth value here in Amazon, so I'm looking for a turnaround. It may not go flying back up the chart again like it did, for a while, but I think it's going to recover. So that's kind of where I'm at. I did my Google buy today. I'm in on essentially 3 trades with Amazon that are open, and we'll see how that goes. And let me take a look here at, let's do this. Let me pull up just a basic chart and then take a look at this stock. Let's say 5 days back, 30 minutes. Yeah, so see, we had earnings here. So let's just focus on that for a second. It popped up here, then it came down, then it spiked. But what I've been looking at here is yesterday or Friday and today. This is what's concerning me, big drop down, big drop, and then popped up late in the day. And then it kind of went sideways for the most part, went up some, then it had a big push up, right, like it was going to do something, recovered from this. But it didn't. As soon as the market opened, it was like deja vu almost. Actually, this is even worse because the very first 10-minute candle, it just dove down. It had a pop-up, but that didn't last. Then it went down again. So I don't know. We'll have to see how this plays out. It's just hard for me to fathom that the stock for this company is going to go down much more. There's just so much to offer, and they're a huge company with big top and bottom earnings beats. So we'll have to see how it goes, and be patient. That's one of the things that I tell people in my videos, and I've kind of learned this from a trading group that I was in for a while. The saying there was have patience, Paytience, sort of a play on the way it's correctly spelled. And as I've said in some other videos, I'm not a person that likes to buy a stock. It goes down and I sell it for a loss, because then the next day, people say, oh, well, you'll get it back the next day and you'll make some, maybe. But the next day, then you've got to make a profit from that day, and you've also got to make up for the loss from the previous day. So I like to hold them and wait for them to come back up. If it's really weak, it comes back. If it comes back up and I can only break even, then I'll break even. But I don't like to take losses. I don't like to go backwards with the total amount in my account. So that's kind of my way of trading. It's not for everybody, but that's how I roll, if you will. So anyway, I appreciate everyone tuning in today, and if you would please hit like and subscribe, I'd be very appreciative, and I will see you all tomorrow.